What's up, people? Breakfast with champions. All right, we're going to find some golfs. Cats are awakened, dogs are awakened. Remember, I am home alone till tomorrow. Who's going to make my breakfast? I made my own breakfast. Nice egg on English muffin, little bacon on it. Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful. What's going on? Who's going golfing today? Is it going golfing or playing golf? What do we know about that? People don't golfing, is it like going baseballing or footballing? I'm going to play golf, I guess is the right term. But we won't get too picky on that one, folks. Whoever's out there so far, Twitter, X, Facebook, thank you for being here. Trying to get the views back, as if you don't know that they demonetized me for showing video that wasn't mine. Had to start over, so I quit for like 2 years. Got pissed off at them, but now I'm back. So gonna get the views back. It's not easy getting the views on golf space on YouTube, Twitter. It's not easy competing with Phil Mickelson and all these guys that, tour pros that are gonna get more views than us no matter what, whether they're right or wrong. But got to deal with it. Got to find the people who want to learn golf the easy way from a coach, not a player. Former player, but all right, second round. Oh, that's Zurich Classic, second round. I guess we'll throw that on. What happened in the draft? Anybody get any surprises they liked last night? Did you get the player you wanted like Christmas morning? And if you were here yesterday, remember that grip tip I told you? We'll do it again in a little bit. Get some V8 energy drink to get us going. Pound it down and all that stuff. So let's see, people popping in slowly but surely. Yeah, if you're playing golf today, what is your routine? Do you have a routine, or is it just throw the sticks in the back of the truck, get there 10 minutes early, spikes on as you're walking to the pro shop, pay you $280, and then go play? Is that what you do, or do you get there early? Do you warm up? Do you stretch out a little bit? If you stretch out more than anything, I spilled juice. If you stretch out, right, you don't have to get there, stretch out every day, even at home, just for your own personal health. You will hit the ball better and further. Exercising and all that helps, of course, but flexibility, I think, is important, because as you get older, you do tighten up, I guess. That's what they say. Things have changed in 30 years. When I was younger, these old guys were old. At 50, they were old, and now 50 is not old. People can still pound it, but they keep it in shape, and flexibility is so important. Flexibility helps, and it's simple. Back here, pulling this for 10 seconds, pulling this one and this one, and the hips are so important. The hips have to be flexible for you to hit that ball a mile and feel loose. I couldn't imagine going to hit a golf ball my best right this second. I mean, it's what, 10 o'clock, whatever it is. I don't even know what time it is, but without being warmed up. And again, I don't play as much anymore. I have injuries and health issues and all that, but I will get back into it. But I can't imagine going to the first tee and hitting a driver right now the best I can. It's just not going to happen. And if you're into golf and you want to be a good player, a respectable player, that's what you do. You stretch out. You take that extra time to warm out. Instead of going out when it's 12 degrees out. What's it? It's 46 now. It was 34 when I took the dog out this morning. It's cold. And I'm sure people are teeing off at 7 o'clock, and boom, these clubs need to make money. They got to get open. They got to make money. You can't, they only have a short season. You got to make that money. But in terms of playing, I can't imagine not stretched out or being loose or running or warming up to go play my best. I just can't do it. Now, if you're getting 28 strokes, there's a different ballgame. And that's why it's tough to the handicap system is such an advantage to the higher handicap. Not necessarily a pro, but a higher handicap to like a 5 handicap. A guy with +5, +6 handicap is going to make 5, 6 birdies at their club every day, you would think, right? When I played as an amateur, I did okay because I made a lot of birdies. But me and my brother did get beat. I was 4 under through 16, and I was going to birdie 17 with par 5. And we lost to 28, 29 handicaps because we had to give them 34 shots. And it's tough. It's like, how did we lose again? It's just, my brother was like a 5 at the time. This is a few years ago, but these two guys are just walking around the clubhouse saying, "Oh, we beat the Gillis boys." I'm like, how did I lose again? I don't get it. So the higher handicaps do have an advantage, especially this time of year, because they're going to shoot a lot higher scores because it's harder for them to hit off shitty lies and bad greens. A better athlete, better player is going to be better in the shitty conditions. So the handicap's going to go up. And then they're going to, again, I know they change every day now or every other day, whatever it is, but still. It's tough giving 34 shots around. No fun, you know? So going out there playing a 28 handicap, he can just, the first hole, dink, 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 he can make a 5 for 4 all day on a 470-yard par 4 if he plays smart, right? He's get on in 3, 2-putt, make a 5-4, and on a long hole like that in the cold, that's, you know, scratch player of, low handicapper. It's tough to make a 4 on certain holes. It's just a fact. I knew a guy who used to play with his driver. He's probably an 18 handicap, but really he's a 12 handicap because he plays with his driver, who he doesn't learn how to use it, just sprays it all over the world and shoots 96, 95 with his driver. Come tournament time, the driver goes in the trunk and he hits a 4-iron, 3-iron hybrid, something off the tee, and just dingy ding, keeps it in play and shoots an 88, whatever the number is. And he kicks your ass. Is that cheating? Is that cheating? Like deliberately using a driver non-tournaments to taking it up? That's a good question. I'm going to have a show on that too coming up, just on rules and cheating. Is that cheating? I say it is. And now playing a hole and taking your driver out on, if you're up by 2 on the last 2 holes, that's not cheating. That's how you play the game. Boom, that makes sense. Keep it in play. But doing it on purpose, I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't, when I play golf and want to beat people, I want to beat them with my own skills and my own game, not cheating or bending the rules. Or I was playing a guy in a match play. Wasn't match play, it was stroke play. He was beating me by 3 on the first 18 holes, 69 to 72. And then I caught him at the 9th hole. I eagled the 9th hole to catch him. We were even with 9 holes to go, up and down. And on like the 15th hole, tight uphill, he hooks it in the shit on the left. I hit a 3 wood in the fairway, boom. So I knock it on the green, and now he's looking for his ball. Now it's been at least 8-10 minutes. I don't say no, but technically it's been over 5. At the time, it was the 5-minute rule. So I walk up, start helping him look for it. Not looking at my watch, saying it's too much time, whatever, because he was looking for it as I was hitting. So when does the clock start? Who knows? I didn't really care. I find his ball. See it, and boom, under some leaves, and I forget what his name was. Jimmy, right here, I found it. It's been probably 15 minutes looking for it. The whole time, not after I hit, but it's probably been 15 minutes. I find his ball, he hacks it out, knocks it on, makes it, and we both make 4. And the last hole, he beats me. I hit a tree off the tee above me. It was like I had to hit through a chute, and there was like a tree overhanging, and it hit it, went straight down in the shit. I made 5, he made 4, and I lost. But I'd rather lose that way than me saying, "Oh, that ball is lost. Go hit another one." He probably would have made 6. Who knows? But people play that handicap system. I know guys who would practice certain, not, to keep them at a 12, 15 when they're really a 9. And you know what I mean? They'll go out and play with their wife or their kid and post a 42 for 9. They didn't want that vanity handicap where you're a 2, but I had a guy, I got so many stories I could tell you. But back to this one guy, he was a 12, 15 when he was really a 9, 10, and he loved it. He didn't care. I beat his ass all the time because I would make 8 birdies against him because I'd be pissed off. But he would, the lesser players, he'd just take their money, and he didn't care, and he loved it. He loved it. But I had this one other guy, a vanity handicapper, says he's a 2, 3, so he can get in all the opens and AMs and all these things. And he could shoot 89, 90 in the qualifiers, but he had that 2, 4 handicap. So we're playing a Pro-Am in Vegas. He's a nice guy. And so I invite him to go, you want to go play, but I go, you're going as a 10. You're not a 2 or 3 or a 4. We're playing for money. I want to win. I'm a 2. So we look at his scores, and he only posts the low scores if they're even accurate. I've seen him play. Good athlete, good hustler, maybe a 10 to 12. But he's still a nice guy. That doesn't make you a bad person if you have a 10 handicap and you're not a 2 walking around with your feathers showing, you're peacocking, So he got pissed off for a while, but I go, put in the real scores you had, and it came out to be a 10. He goes, well, I want to play in these state open. You're not going to play anyways because you're not going to qualify. You're going to shoot 90. You don't know how to handle tournament pressure. You don't know how to handle tournaments. You don't know how to play golf. Hitting a ball and playing golf aren't the same thing. Strategy, course management, mental training, they don't get it. They just drop when they're with their buddies. Oh, that one will be drop another one, and they don't count it. They don't count every shot. They don't play by the rules. And that's why they get smoked. And if you look at the Monday Q guy on Ryan French, showing some of these people shooting 121 in a tour qualifier, 121. Never mind 90. If I was playing with a guy shooting 90, I'd lose my mind. 121. That takes you away from your rhythm, and you got to go find the ball, and you got to help the guy. And then if you're a nice guy like me, you feel bad for the guy. Oh, the poor bastard. 9 holes, scram. Or don't play. They just want to say they tried to qualify for the tour. Or they played a fancy country club they couldn't get on. 121. Holy mackerel. I mean, what handicap is that? What's that over par? So 30, 51 over par. You're a 62 handicap. Come on. You can't be playing these events. But they do it, and they drag people down. It's not right. But you're never going to fix the handicap system. It's not going to happen. I was at a club one time. The first day I was working there, they told me this guy, nice guy, they told me when I first met this guy, he's going to win 80% of the tournaments. He did. Nice man. I like the guy. He's up there on the tournament every time. It's amazing. Amazing. They don't do nothing about it, I say you got to have a tournament handicap and a regular handicap. So you got all your tournament scores and just your tournament scores. Don't put the tee, the wind, all that shit. Just whatever you shoot in every tournament on this line. 82, 78, boom. That's your tournament handicap. And you can add them into your regular playing with the kids and your mom and your uncle and 4-ball matches over here. Add those all together for that. That's fine. So you're a 18 over here. But in a tournament, you're a 12. Does that make sense? How does that not make sense? Just every tournament stroke play. I guess you have to do match play too, which is odd too, because match play, if we're playing at a 4-ball, I make a 3 and you make a 10, you're going to put down a 4. I know you have to cap it. You can't put a 2 over whatever handicap. I get it. But have your tournament handicap, separate thing. Every tournament you play in, that's your tournament handicap. When you go play with the kids, that's your just regular handicap. Because I guarantee you, for certain people, it's going to be lower. And for some people, they don't give a shit. They're not trying to cheat the system, but a lot of people are. They combine those. I don't think it should be combined. I think it should be a separate thing. Every tournament should be your tournament handicap is this. That way, they won't do that. They'll all of a sudden change. They won't start shooting lower scores all of a sudden. 'Cause it's gonna weed them out. It's gonna prove you that we're right, that you did that. That why do you have an 18 over here, a 12 in the tournaments? Grind. Uh-oh. I grind, you know what I mean? I try harder. Well, that's crock of shit. My monitors keep going off. I think I gotta either kill the cat. Obviously, I'm not gonna kill the cat. Move this from the cat. See, my monitor don't work now. There we go. There we go, people. You know what I mean? Anyone out there have a problem like that? Know anybody who's a sandbagger type player? Oh, I gotta put X on here, right? I don't see the X people. Hold on a second. This is all confusing. You know? And again, given strokes. When me and my brother lost to that guy, and he's bragging about it. It's the way it is. I get it. I get it. Play better. I get it. But the 10th hole, I wouldn't give my mother, when she was alive, a shot on that hole. Wouldn't give her a shot on that hole. It's a 300-yard par 4. You tee up here, goes down and up, and I could get close with a 3-wood into the bunker. Usually try to hit it in the bunker on the right, get up and down for, birdie, whatever. I remember I hit it in that bunker, and there's trees over there. So the guy thinks I'm in the woods, but which I'm not. There's just a few trees. I'm in the bunker. Played the hole 1,000 times, my home course. This guy skanks it out in the fairway. Now he's getting a shot on this hole because he's a 28 now is a +6 or 5 giving him these strokes. So I'm in the bunker. I forget. He sculls it up on the green somehow to 10 feet. Again, I wouldn't give my mother a stroke on this hole. I get it close for an easy 3. He's lying 1 on the green, and he 2 putts and wins the hole. Easiest hole in America. I think they should put the handicap holes, the easiest holes, do it reverse. I would rather do that. Give you strokes on the easiest holes, like that. Well, that guy got 34 shots, but that normal human being is gonna get 10, 15 shots. I'd rather give you one of the easiest holes. And it's like, why practice? As a golf coach and all that stuff, I want you guys to get better. I want you to play your best. I don't want you to hover around a 14 your whole life so you can win the, 4-ball Saturday morning breakfast shot, you know? Why practice when I can get a free stroke, right? Why go practice? I work my ass off to be a good player instead of just lounging around. Why go practice when I can just get free shots? Imagine that. Free st I wouldn't take a shot from anybody, you know? No, thank you. You got pride. You wanna be a good player. Those are the people I like. They wanna be their best they can be. I wanna be a legit 5 handicap or a 2 handicap. Those are the people we want. Those are the ones that are going to heaven. Golf heaven anyways, right? There's so much we could talk about. It's ridiculous and getting a golf channel going here. Hey, buddy. I want you to come hang out with me. Who doesn't? What's up, my friend? You're handicapped. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know. Do you play golf? I forget. Straight up, make those putts. That a boy. What's up, Jeff? No, I get it. I can't come to Dollywood, unfortunately, but, are you a golfer there, my friend? Would you have a show last night? Yeah, I gotta get back on that. I gotta get back. I've just started streaming again last week, so I gotta get back to getting back doing this shit again. They demonetized me, and I got all pissed off, and I cried and went home 'cause so I have to get my hours back on. I need, like, 2,000 more hours. I'm up to 2,000. It's ridiculous. Yeah, they said 'cause I didn't whatever. I don't even know what I did wrong, to be honest with you. Nothing worse than anyone else is doing. Jeff, you're a golfer. Awesome. Expert, are you a golfer? I forget. Where do you play at, Jeff? Anywhere northeast, southeast, west, east, north? I got all these new tricks on here too that I can use. I forgot about all these. So there's my, cutting mirror. Me and Big Jack. Look at young T 91. That's in Thailand a long time ago. Here's my if your glove looks like this, please call me immediately. Get all that shit going on. You have clubs. You got to get out there, my friend. Pound it. Pound it. Pound it. Yeah. Got to get back out there. Got to get back out there. I got to get back out there in YouTube land and start rebuilding my thing again. But I need the views. I need the views, people. Need the views so I can make some dough. Need some cash. Online lessons, just email me, Tom Gillis or PJ Tom, and they're cheaper than in person, way cheaper, and you're gonna get the coach. All right, my friend. I'll talk to you. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you. All over. I mainly playing Southeast amateur tour. Southeast Florida, or is that like Georgia? Georgia and all that stuff. You're a competitor too. You're amateur tours. Good for you. I love it. Absolutely love it. Georgia. Okay, cool. I love it. I love guys that want to compete. Again, you don't have to compete on tours, but at least you want to be your best and play in the club championship or state opens, all that stuff. Love it. Love people that want to play well, you know? Absolutely love it. That's why so my kid, it's a sad story. It's not that sad, but so when I worked at a driving range or golf center, awesome place up there in the North Shore in Boston. He'd be 5 and 6, he'd come to the range with me. Now, he'd always go to the range when he was little, so he grew up playing, and there was a three-hole course there was a putting green, a bunkered green, like a sand trap, I guess you call them sand traps, bunkers, and I'd be giving lessons, 20 yards from over here, and he'd just be chipping and putting and sand and chipping and putting, play 3 holes, and this went on for, like, 3 or 4 years, so when he'd get up to be 10 years old, he practiced his ass off, and he got to be a pretty good player. And he'd play with the members. They members at the training facility. So it was one of the best. It still is. Um, and he played with the members, and he just got good and went to high school and just could stripe it. But as he got older, he it kinda came easy to him. He didn't wanna practice and played well in high school and all this stuff, and
Watch
then
this, people. Watch this kid pound it.
he's like an athlete, doesn't think too much, but he's played for a private high school, did well playing, it's like, "Do I wanna be a pro? Do I not wanna be a pro?" And I said, "Buddy, find a job, a real job. It's too hard. You're not that good." He's good, we wasn't that good. You know what I mean? Wasn't of this Miles Russell type caliber. So, he got a job with the Boston Bruins in college, and then the Bruins traded him to the LA Kings, and then he kept looking for better jobs, more money, and he got a job with the LA Lakers. As he's in marketing and I should put the pictures on here. Let me see if I can do that. On his own, he got a job with the Lakers. He's only 23 years old. He's kicking ass. I don't think I have him on. Kicking ass, working for the Lakers and going to every game. I don't think I have him on my thing. Oh, that's his, like, welcome. Him and this other kid, I guess. When they just started, they welcome you into the welcome. I don't know what that it's on a board in the Lakers. I have more stuff of it. He goes to every game. He loves it. I miss helping him and having him around, and it was so fun to work with because we worked as athletes, balanced target drills, so we'd shoot hoops or we'd play hockey, anything to focus on a target, reaction sports, you know what I mean? Nothing like, keep your head down, left arm straight, get it to P1, P6, none of that crap, just be an athlete. Yeah, you have to do these things have to happen to get it. I'm not saying, "Oh, this guy's got his shirt off." Oh, he's shaking the water. He's jacked though. That's why I took his shirt that's why I took his shirt off, he's sexy man. An AP tour, US AM tour, nice. Thinking about going on golf tour. Nice. Awesome. Oh, wow, you're in the business kinda. Good for you, man. Good. Well, welcome aboard. Long time ago. But yeah, good for you. Good for you. It's good to help kids out too, and that's why I miss playing with my son. My daughter, he's 23, my daughter's 21. Girls don't really play golf up here because there's no one else plays. It stinks, you know, she can hit it. And my youngest son, nah, just doesn't wanna do it. It's weird. Oh, yeah, how's he doing? His brother just died, right? Yeah, how's he doing? He was winning when I saw it yesterday. I don't know where he's at today. I'm not sure where he's at. Signature events, champions. The dog is back to snoring. How do you find the Champions Tour on here? Yeah, that's the what, Stableford system? Oh, you're welcome, my friend. The Stableford system. You're always welcome here, my friend. Check in and all that stuff, and anything I can do to help, let me know. Yeah, Paul, Tommy Stankowski, but I keep finding this leaderboard. No, I want Champions Tour. I don't know, there should just be a button for Champions Tour somewhere. Like, how do you find a home for PGA Tour? I don't know. That's great. Good for you going up there. LPGA. I was talking about the LPGA yesterday. Nobody there watching it. It's sad. People, uh, oh, yeah? Oh, nice. Is he 4th? Oh, good. Thanks for that, man. Yeah. They're just trying to do too many things. Drive me crazy. I can teach golf and play golf, but can't do computers. That's why when I was doing YouTube, I don't know if you do YouTube or not. If you are, obviously go subscribe and watch me there. That'll help me. I do good on I don't do great on Facebook, but I do okay on Facebook. Trying to get the YouTube. There's more money on YouTube, so I'm trying to get that demonetized. I had plenty of subscribers, plenty of hours watched, and I showed a video of, say, the PGA Tour without talking over it or something, and they just shut me off. It's like, "What?" I worked hard to get to those 4,000 hours watched and all that stuff. They just cut you off. So I appreciate you here, my friend. Either way, it's good. Yeah, I that Jack Johnson's leading. Yeah, that would be great if he could win this for t his brother. That would be amazing. It really would be great. Be good stuff. You know, karma, good karma. We need good karma. Going right there. Turn that off. Now we got that and that. Excuse me. And then trying to get into this, golf universe of YouTube. So you see all the so up in here in the Northeast, there's a lot of crime, corruption with the police, state police, and these trials, Karen Reed, there's a whole bunch of things going on. So this one guy created a movement, right? And did great on YouTube, and he's killing it with the money, and then all of a sudden, these satellite channels come off of it, and they all do well because there's so much intrigue in watching these trials that say YouTube has 300,000,000 subscribers. All these people are gonna might have an interest in that. They're not all gonna have an interest in golf. I don't even know how many golf people they have. So I have a smaller pool to get people from, so it's harder to get this channel going than if I had a true kind even if I had a regular sports thing going on. I'm gonna stick to golf, that's what I know. Yes, oh, wow, awesome. Yeah, the golf community is a good get close together, and it's good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that's what I wanna do here with this, like, Phil's not gonna wanna do a 3-hour show talking about golf, or Bryson's not, I don't think so, and answer people's questions that on how to swing, or where to play, or how to play, or how to regrip the club right, or whatever, swing weight, how to hot melt the club, and that's what I wanna do with this one, is actually can talk back to people. Like I said, the online lessons are 50 bucks, they're peanuts. And you get coaching, you get more than just swing evaluation, how to think, how to prepare, there's so much more to it. When even all my students, they know they got someone here who they can count on. Bill Mickelson is not gonna, and I like Bill, he's not gonna answer your questions, he's not. So that's what I wanna do is build it and get people in whether it's 100 or 5,000 of them to play better golf, because everybody can play better, everybody can play better. These guys, you think these guys aren't working out to play better? They're here. They still wanna get to there, you know? It's knowledge. You need knowledge from a knowledgeable person. Simple little things. It's funny, the simplest little things I help people out with, just simple, like that grip thing yesterday, with the notch over your hip, this pinch point lined up with your phone like that, but rather than over there where it's not gonna do it. You can't do it. You literally, I mean, I can do it, but it hurts. But when you take it back, it's gonna either go that way, and if you're too far over that way, it's gonna do that, rather than just simple little things. More control of the club, more power, boom, instantly better, instantly better. The only problem you're gonna have is you're gonna hit it too far, further than your normal hit it. But that you'll figure out in 20 minutes if you wanna get better. It's like the better players do the simplest things, and the worser players do the complicated things. They do all this stuff, and they talk to me, "What are you doing?" "I'm trying to keep my left arm stiff, head down, I want my left shoulder under my chin," like the ladies, you see the makeup all over, and then I wanna get my hips don't sway, and like, "Oh my god." I should try to play golf like that. Just aim and hit it, boys, girls. Aim and hit it. That's what my kid did. Aimed and hit it. And he still does. When he came home, so he lives, I think, so I told you, he lives in LA, doesn't really play much anymore. He's working hard, trying to climb the corporate ladder for the Lakers, and comes home, he grabs my driver, we go to the
Watch this,
range,
people. Watch this kid pound it.
just didn't nothing like, just phew, just pick the target and let his ability hit it. Now he worked on that with drills, never, physical, turn your shoulders 90 degrees, 45 degrees, whatever, hip turn. Yeah, we did drills that accomplish those feet together, all these drills to force that to happen. Continually doing drills, like working out. You wanna be in shape, right? You gotta do your curls, you're this, you're that, you're these, whatever, your squats, calf raises, and you build a good body. Those are the drills of exercise. It's the same thing. Those are the drills. You don't think, "Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up." No, you just lift it up. Same thing with the drills. You do these certain drills, and you can see them, visualize them, and understand what makes the ball go hit it from the inside, all that stuff. So, of course, you need that. But the drills made this kid just a target shooting hoops. We have a basketball thing back there. Didn't tell him anything. He was a kid. Just shoot it. Hey, look at this hoop. Just shoot. Just see it go in. See it go in. See it go in. I don't know how to play basketball, but I know how to do a routine like pitcher when he was a pitcher in Little League. A routine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't do it here. And he did a routine, and he wasn't throwing sliders, but he's throwing it over the plate, and kids are missing it. You get anywhere near the plate, Little League, these kids, some kids are gonna hit it, and most of them are gonna miss it. But you're not walking 9 guys, you know what I mean? And did a routine. I don't know how to, you know Routines are important, targets important. There's so much to it then. At P3 Yep, hold on, my friend, we got Ken. No, I'm sorry, it's like Mio Millie one. Well, my friend, whenever in the range, I always hit straight, relatively good. When I get onto the course, I do terrible. Well, yeah, you gotta, on the golf course, on the driving range, take your time and pretend you're playing. You pick a target. I don't know if you pick a target or not. Obviously, I've never seen you hit a ball. So if you're hitting it on the range, you're losing on the back of the tee, and that happens to a lot of people. Don't just grab a ball, hit it. Grab a ball and hit it. Pretend you're playing. Pick a target. Do a routine on the range. You should do a routine on the course. You don't have to take 10 minutes like Ben Green and Brian Harmon, but do the same thing every treat the driving range like you do the golf course. Now, if you're not playing and just practicing, you don't have to do that, but definitely practice that. Have a routine, stand behind it, line it up, get in there, waggle, bang, okay? So now when you go to the golf course, pick a tree or a cloud. I'm assuming driver. Pick a tree or a cloud. Same just like you're on the range. Waggle, waggle, boom, and go. Videotape it for me if you want. Send it to me, Tom Gillis at pj.com. Your driving range shots. Just send it to me. I'll help you out with that. But that's normally what happens. We treat the range differently. We know we have 50 balls to hit, so we know we can have up and just still hit another one. Put the balls back there. Grab one ball, put it down, line it up like you're playing with your buddies, pick a tree or a cloud, like I said, boom. And that should help you translate it. If you hit them fine on the range, then what's the difference? Up in the noggin, routine. There's pressure on the I don't care who you are. You have pressure on that first tee to hit it in the fairway. You can't think about anything but your target as well. Don't worry about your friends and if you hit a crap shot. But I would start with that on the range, doing pre-shot routine, just like you're playing. Let it go, hold the finish hands like you're supposed to do. That's what these guys do when they hit it. They're not posing for the camera. They would taught to hold the finish till the ball hits the ground. Okay, practice that. Do the same thing on the first hole. But obviously, it seems like you have a good swing, and you need to treat the range like you're. They said that some football players would say that too. You want to practice like you play. Practice like you play. So pre-shot routine. Take your time. Don't grab it, hit it, grab it, and hit it, grab it, and hit it. You know, aim and hit it. That's my saying, Jeff. Aim and hit it. But you got to have a target. And that's what, again, back to my kid, guys. He had a target. I just said hit just like the hoops, just like street hockey. Hit the target. Get it to the target. How do I do it? Just figure it out. Yeah, you got to hold it right. Of course, I'm not hold it like a, you know what I mean. But don't brain gets in the way. So I do have a podcast coming up with some tour pros, older tour pros, younger tour 20 winners, psychiatrists, guys who write books for this. Steve Yellen is one of them. Look him up on Facebook. He's got great books out there to help you with this. How to focus, how to concentrate, how to not get in your own way, how to access what you own. Great stuff. I'm not sure when I'm starting. Probably in another month or so. So it's going to be pretty cool. There you go. You got to have a target. I'll be giving a guy a lesson at an in-person lesson at the range, and I'll say, "What your target?" He goes, "Out there." Yeah, no kidding, out there. You got to pick a target. Sometimes I have them widen it. Say there's holes out there, we'll widen it at first to give them some confidence, and then we'll tuck it in a little bit. So there's two schools of thought. Like you're picking a field goal, or you just have one little target. Everybody's different. Everybody's brain is different, so you have to figure out which one works for you and frees you up. So the smaller target sometimes gets people tighter. The bigger target loosens them up. So, all right, kick a field goal, kick it through these two poles, rather than just trying to hit that one leaf or branch. And that's what I help people with concentration. It's right, exactly. So much more than just keep your head down. Playing and practicing are two different things. And Mio Millie here, Mio Mai, whatever. Mio Mai, is that what he seems like he has a good swing. He's just got to learn how to play golf, not just hit a ball. Grab one, hit it, grab one, hit it, grab. Because you only get one shot on the first tee. Hopefully, you only get one shot. But on the driving range, you can hit 50 of them. But in terms of your golf swing, drills are important. You know, drills are the game, in my opinion, because they force you to do things right. hopefully that helped my friend out, but have a target when you're playing, one shot at a time, take your time. So I would say I was at a public range or something. I'd hit a ball and I'd stop, look around, watch other people, and then walk slowly over, grab one. You don't have to hit 600 balls in a session, you can hit 50, but take an hour to prepare to play golf, because that's the key. You wanna look cool, that's easy. You wanna play golf, and keep the ball in the fairway, you gotta take your time, go rush through the bag, work on tempo, balance, hit a million sand wedges, lob wedges, that's nice and soft. I like to hit my lob wedges short, with a full swing. Take a full swing, no divots, always use the bounce. This is off the mat, even off the you don't really want divots. Divots, let's talk about divots, right? So, but a full swing with a lob wedge, just try to hit it straight up and soft, and you watch how that helps your tempo with all your clubs. I used to practice with driver and a lob wedge. So hit driver, lob wedge. I wouldn't get too hard with my I wanna pound the driver, but you don't have to swing out of control to hit a long drive. But trying to, soft wedge and then driver is tough, but it really helps out your swing throughout the bag, you know what I mean? Not hitting 7,000,000 drivers, you just don't need to do that. Great question, though, great question. And he's not the only one, it's a lot of people have that, they're pounding it on the range, and then they go to the tee, and all of a sudden it counts, and the best advice you can take, and you hear him say, "Where's my microphone? What are you gonna you play great today, Tom, what are you gonna do tomorrow?" "Uh, oh, no, no, I'm gonna hit" all you're worried about, and this is hard because I watched Rory with a thing about playing, and you have to give him an answer. You can't just say what, "I just wanna hit it the best I can the first shot tomorrow," and that's all he's thinking about. The better players hit it literally one shot at a time. You already know you wanna play good, you already know you wanna win, you wanna shoot the best score, you already know that, that's a given. Bury it and just talk about the next all I care about is the next shot, the first shot I hit. That's all I'm worried about, and then the second shot. You can't think of consciously, "I wanna win, I wanna win this tournament, I need to win this tournament because I haven't won the Grand Slam." Everyone thinks I'm a loser. You can't you know what I mean? You can't do that, and that's what he did. He didn't say it verbally, but inside, he's been 10 years. Too much pressure on himself. It's hard to win golf tournaments, but you have to bury it. All I care about is the next say I'm playing today at 1. All I care about is my first tee shot. I already know I wanna win. I already know I wanna shoot 64. I don't wanna bring it out though, because it's put pressure on you. You put too much pressure on yourself. You know you're gonna play the golf the rest of your life. You got 25 years to worry about the next tee shot, then the second shot, and the third shot, and add them up at the end. Because you already know you wanna play good. Don't force it, and that's hard for people to do. It's not easy, it's not easy. Exactly, you gotta hit shots, again, depending on what skill level you're at. Pick different targets. I'll pick a brown spot, even if there's not like a target target, I'll make my own target. Hit a brown spot there, or hit the top of the flag in your mind, things like that. Different targets to create distance control. If we were playing baseball catch right now and you went in the backyard and you were 15 feet from me, I guarantee I'd get it to you. And then you went to 30 feet, I guarantee I'd get it to you. But that's from experience for doing it for 30 years, right? At first, a kid does it. He can't do it because he doesn't have anything to in memory. He doesn't have experience throwing it 10 yards, 15 yards, 30. Football, same way. You gotta have experience. It's the same thing at golf. If you take a full lob wedge and it goes 80 yards, how does it go 60 yards? How does it go 20 yards? Because you don't have a full shot from under 60 in, you have to have 3 quarters. You take a long, slow one or a short, harder one, you open it. Do you move the ball forward to go higher? Do you move it back to go lower? You open your stance up to go shorter? You know what I mean? There's so many different ways to hit the ball, and you gotta practice that, and that's what Jeff's doing to help him have that experience. So now he's out there. Alright, my full shot goes 80, some people do the clock thing, 80, 60, 40, 20. I don't necessarily do that. I just focus on experience, practice. Alright, so maybe I'll have a 10, 30, 50, in my mind. Alright, boom, hit that one 10, and let your mind figure it out through experience, just like throwing a ball. When I was a kid, I didn't throw a ball. I didn't do the clock system throwing the ball. I threw it harder, softer, you know what I mean, right? And that's what we gotta do, get back to being a kid playing golf and treat it like that instead of getting too complicated. A lot of people out there are oversimplifying, overcomplicating the motion, because they're teachers and they wanna show you they know everything and they're ulnar deviation and all this shit. I don't do it that way. Certainly don't play that way, you know? What do I got here? Alright, so the tee, I have a golf tee, right? The mat, you can't really see what I'm looking at here, but there's a hockey stick right there. Ray Bork autographed hockey stick. I guarantee you I can hit it from here. It's 4 feet away, I guarantee you, you know? Now, that Patriots hat up there, I'd get pretty damn close. Could I hit it? I've never done it, and I've never thrown a tee like this, but I certainly wouldn't throw it 15 yards over there, you know what I mean? I'd get pretty damn close through experience. That's what it takes, and that's what it sounds like you're doing, and that's important. You gotta have something to rely on. So everything I teach people, I did a thing on a chipping with just a little pop stroke with your wedge. You're just barely on the off the green, it's downhill, and it's pretty quick. I like this little pop, right? Just all wrist. No, you don't move your arms or body, just your wrist. Go, boop, let me move wrist. Just pop. Just pop it down there. It's one shot out of a million. And then some, "Oh, I can't do that. I use my hybrid. I use a 5." You use whatever you want, but but don't do this without practicing it. But for me, it's easier. I don't need a 5 iron down there. Like it that's but still some people don't wanna do that. They want maybe you wanna open it up and just pop it. The ball just goes, "Whoop," and then rolls. Don't practice that without don't use it on the course without practicing it. There's so much to do, and there's so many different ways to get better, guys. It's ridiculous, you know what I mean? And there's different options. Around the greens, I like to use 56, 60, depending on the turf conditions, or 54, 58, depending on the turf. But basically 56, 60 every time because I don't have time enough anymore to practice all the shots. I can't practice all the shots. I'm deadly with my stand wedge, or my lob wedge, instead of using the 5 or Ryan's 7 iron. Yeah, there's certain circumstances, if it's uphill and I'm 60 feet away and I'm just off the putting green, yeah, I might putt it with a 5 iron to get it running up the hill, to get some loft on there, a little spin maybe, of course, but infinite amount of practicing out there that you can do. But if I just grab the lob wedge sandwich putter, walk up, figure it out, boom, hit it and go. Now if I need if the green is huge, I know the course, I'm there, I know maybe I'll bring a 6 iron to putt with. I love the sand, dude, sand, I love it. Absolutely love the sand. Love it. They used to call me Rommel back in the day, the desert fox. That's a fact. You can look that up. Love the sand. Love it. And I think the better sand player you are, and you practice a lot in the sand, because I love the early wrist hinge in the swing. The better sand player you are, the better driver of the ball you are, because I drive it well. The thing I didn't do great was putting. Not that I stunk at putting, but I wasn't great at it. Wasn't great at it, but drive it pretty good. Who was that? You know? There's so much to learn, and it's so easy to play better golf. So many people struggling, and I just go, "Man, it's so easy. Your brain is cooked. You're thinking too much. You're trying too hard. You're getting in your own way. You're getting in your own way." And then people, "Is that the cat?" And then people will come to me, say an hour lesson, and that's it? You want me to tell you more things? No, you want less. You wanna take that what's that funnel thing? Where up here, right, all this crap down to simple. So those little things I told you covering all those things, fixing all those instead of you thinking 20 things, you're thinking of 1 or 2 or 3 during practice. When you're playing golf, you're just thinking balance and target. You're being an athlete, you're not being a robot. Just get up there and smash it. Aim and hit it. Aim and hit it. I'm trying to think of a name for my podcast. Aim and hit it might be a good one. I gotta it's there's so many out there. One on the tee. Gotta have a certain name for it, so maybe we'll come up with one of those someday. But yeah, if you're playing, get there earlier, stretch out, especially if it's cold out. Even if it's not cold out, sit here and stretch your back out, get your hips loosened up, get your arms and hips, do a little calf raise on the golf course as you start. If you're walking, you'll loosen up pretty quick, you know. I mean, Justin Rose goes 14 hours a day every day. Tournament, he's up at 5, no matter what time he's teeing off, 1 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Up early, he's in the gym, stretching out, hot bath, cold bath, all this stuff they're doing, breakfast, physio stuff every day. Although I'm not sure it's more than just Justin Rose, obviously, but he talked about that the other day. Dan Rappaport show. Dan, is it Rappaport? Dan, I can't remember. Um, but it's a job for these guys, so they have to do that. You don't have to go that far and do it, but do it a little bit. You spend 800. This putter, $800. If you bought this, 800. Knock on wood. They'll be on my show too. Hopefully, they'll sponsor the show as well. But I'd never used it yet. $800. Now it's a great putter, but you're going to spend 800 on a driver, putter, 300 on a sand wedge, but not learn how to use it. This is an SM9. Uses just as good as anything. SM9, 60 degree. I could use any club you give. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's the technique in your brain that makes it, Hopefully, I'm making sense to some of you out there. And again, if you want help, just email me down below. You'll see it's early on the page. Just try it and just free up your brain and go play golf. Instead of stressing out on the first tee, you're all nervous. You're like this. No, you want to be fired up. Oh, I'm gonna go kick ass today on the golf course. I'm gonna have a ball. I'm loose. I'm flexible. I'm free. Bullshit. I had someone that had on their club. It had a drive. It was a driver head. This is obviously a sandwich. On the driver head, there was tape. You know those tape things? Head still, left arm straight, bend your knees, don't sway. Literally like 10 stickers. And they came. I'm like, whoa. He goes, I can't play without that. I'm like, you can't play with it, obviously, so you gotta do certain things to make a move. Get it, but drill force you to do it. They do things without thinking about it. If I could stand on one leg and said, hit it till you fall over, well, what do I do? Just keep doing it. You eventually stand there and not, you start moving all over the place. You just stay centered right over one leg and smash it. I did a video on a guy that has one leg that plays on one leg. Guys that play with one arm. Those are drills for people that have all those arms and legs, you know? They just don't wanna do it. You want a magic oh, you missed a short one. You want a magic pill coming for a lesson, and you're gonna walk out there striping it like these dudes. It's just not gonna happen. But you're on your way. You're on your way. And then after a little video lesson, the guy called me the other day. He goes, "Oh, that drill's working, but I don't feel comfortable on the course yet." I go, "Dude, you spent an hour with me. It'll get there. Keep doing it, and you watch what happens." 64? You shot a 64? You can. This guy here, Mike Walker, is an amazing player. Amazing. He knows how to hit the ball. Shot a 64 today. Today? What time is it? I guess you played 18 by now. But he didn't play golf. Look at he just get up to you, even hit it. You're up there, head down, elbow, don't not anymore. Come on. You know? Free yourself up, people. Be free. Freed up. Look at him. Look at the target. Look at the target. Look at the target. Go. Bam. Again, don't take an hour. I get it. But you've got to have a routine. Back to what's his name's point. He's probably gone now. But on the range, you got to treat it the same, the range, and then you do on the golf course. You want to play. It's that simple. But it's not. You got to have. You moved to FL? Hey, what part? That's awesome, my friend. It's 47 here on almost May 1st. I'm freezing. I got a jacket on inside. It's not it's not conducive to good golf weather. But we're on the tubes and the Facebooks and the Twitters trying to help people play better golf. That's all. Simple, simple stuff. Simple stuff. So that guy, oh, look at the bugs. The guy that called me, I'm like, take it easy. Everything will be fine. You're not, of course, you're not comfortable yet. You haven't done this before, but I promise you, you will play better. I'm doing it for a long time, and it seems to work. You gotta trust it. You gotta trust what's happening. Look at that shirt. Holy smokes. There should be Golf Channel 24 hours a day at every course. Just have it on. Oh, that was a shitty chip. You know what I mean? You can watch golf all day long, or it should be on Peacock right now or something. It should always be on. But I would assume people are golfing right now. That's why I tried to do different times for this now. So yesterday afternoon I did it. I'll probably be later on this afternoon as well. Try this morning a little bit, get different feels of when people are watching. I know people are golfing, so probably 9 o'clock at night is the time to do it. But people are playing golf right now. They're practicing, warming up. We'll get them. We'll get them back. When I was doing before I got demonetized a couple years ago, we were doing great, and then they shut me off. We're back to bed. Glad you're alive. Barely. That's right. I haven't done it for a couple years. Demonetized. This is my job. I'm a teacher, professional, or whatever you want to call me. I make money at doing this. I enjoy it, and they demonetize you. You're like, why would I go? But you gain it back. It's hours watched, more viewers and like. You can like it and share it. That would help me too. YouTube is a fickle beast. Fickle beast. Fickle customer, my friend. But this Zurich Classic is boring to watch, I'll be honest with you. I guess we could watch the seniors. That might be better, but I want some action. I want to see some long bombs. Agua. All right, let's see if I have some other pictures on here. Here's one here. This is right after this man on the left folded like an accordion. The, British, where was that played at? Candlestick, candelabra, uh, candle, Carnegie, this is at Augusta National, the following major. This is, I think, 14th fairway. And I go, bro, I need to get a with you. You're nuts. Jumping in that creek like you're gonna hit the burn, like you're gonna hit the ball out of there. That was amazing. That was so fun to watch. Curtis Strange is having a conniption. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's more famous for losing it than winning it. And then we had the inventor of the lab golf, Bill Pressey. That's my mirror, that orange thing. That's my cutting mirror I invented. Pretty great item. That's putters. This is a few years back before he got big. He loved my invention. I think that is that Brad Adamonis? I don't know why I have that. That's not my mirror. I'm not sure who that is. That looks like Brad. I don't know. I don't even know why I have that. Don't know, people. Still figuring out all these buttons. Oh, here's another one. We gotta put this one up there. He's in the crick. That's a that's just funny. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. All right, let's find Richard Fowler, the lovely Alicia. I don't know how many pictures I can do, but this is at Sea Island. Miguel cover. I forget his name, but he was a nice guy. He was using my mirrors. He took about 6 of them. Abreu. He never made it big. I think he was from Venezuela or something. The Spanish guy from Spain took one too. Oh, I can't think of his name. You'd know his name if I said it. He loved it. He had like, though they all have 3 names, but he had like a bigger nose. Maybe I can find a picture here. No snoring cats and a high-tech video, high-tech live stream. Oh, you don't wanna see those pictures. That's so shit. I don't know. Don't know. And putting, yeah, putting, I was teaching Sung Kang for a while back in 18. Like I said yesterday, I moved him up about 100 spots in putting, and he was so far away from it, and my mirror lined you up the same. So my mirror, it lined you up the same every time. It lined you up the same every time. Your putter squares up to this. And it's not, my mirror's on an angle, the other one's on, so keep your eyes in the mirror without leaning over it. And everybody gets too far away from it. You wanna be close to it if you've got a putter, but your mirror sets you up so you don't have to, you can trust what you're doing, you know? Yeah, I don't know. There's so many pictures. I don't think I could put them all up there. But yeah, it you gotta set up the same every time when you're full swing, putting, chipping, you gotta be wary of that because you start moving away from the ball putting, now your strokes can get wicked curvy, wicked curvy, and you're just gonna push it, pull it, mostly push it. You gotta be prepared, you gotta have a routine, you gotta be conscious of your setup and your grip. So important rather than the swing. The swing's important too, obviously, but if you're setting up differently every time, we got trouble. Problems. You got man, that's Disney World. I'll do this later, folks. 'Cause you think of these things as you're doing, like, I'm thinking of a certain thing I wanna show you, but when I'm not talking about it, I don't think of it, so I forget to put the picture up. Please don't make me start over. Damn it. Hopefully, you guys are playing golf this weekend anyways, or just sneak out, go in the backyard, do some of the drills, go look at my drills, do some hit some make some swings with your feet together drill to keep you from moving all over the, keep tightening up your swing. Swing with your eyes closed. There's so many different things you can do just in the backyard to get you feeling the motion. I love with the eyes closed. I can feel the motion, get balanced. It's so good. It's I like practicing more than playing, to be honest with you. Grinding on the practice tee and working on the drills and hitting balls on one leg, things like that really make me balance and power, and then when I'm up there on 2 legs, it's just easier. It's easier. Easier, folks. And then the grip, again, I'll do it again, make sure you don't use these Wind grips, they're terrible, but if unless the Grim Wind wants to sponsor my podcast, they're great, but I guess they're not that. I'm a Tour Velvet guy all day long. But get that club in the fingers, don't listen to these palm people, they're nuts, and have that hinge point right over the shot, so it hinges straight up and down. You can't have it to the left or the right. Boom, just right there, just like a lacrosse thing, right in those fingers, hinge point goes right down the shaft. Here's your hinge right there, right where the hand and the wrist hinge. Boom, right there, in line with the shaft, the grip. Use a small tee when you're practicing most of your drills on the driving range. Use a small tee. You will play better, I promise. Make it easy on the range at first. Make it hard too sometimes. Easy as well. When you're working on turns, don't worry about lifting the ball up mats that are, they're tight. Your driver off the deck or off a small tee is a good as well. I love it, but do most of your drills with a small tee. Don't have that ego. That helps you take your time too. Back to what my friend was saying about having it on the golf course, not being able to bring it range, I mean, not being able to bring it to the golf course. You wanna be able to do that. Make it the same. Every shot's the same. When you're in the backyard, you're on the practice tee, or you're on the first tee. It's all the same. Just half-ass it, and you will play better. I promise, right, Mikey? Mikey's gone. Mikey's gone, and that's why these guys make it look effortlessly. They practice properly. They do the right things. They're not changing every day they go to the course. They're not gonna change their grip. They're not gonna change their spot, their path. Just do the drills. Find a coach who can help you. It's not that hard. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you do. All right, water time, folks. Water time, folks. Agua. Agua. Mike, you never answered me. Moved to Florida. What part? Florida's a big part. Answer me, man. Answer. Look at this bunker shot. This is side. Where's the flag? Yeah, this is an odd bunker shot. This looks like, what's his Springer. He's got one knee, laying on one knee. Watch this. This is you should be able to get this out, no problem if you're watching this on the golf channel. Just swing like a normal shot, just get it on the green. I can't see where the flag is because there's all crap everywhere. That's the shot, bro. No, you can do that. It's nothing. Just pick it up steeper and just pop it up, and it'll just get it forward. Not that hard. Because you wanna keep your lower body look at that. Come on. I think he did that on purpose to make it look harder than it was. He knew that was an easy shot. He wanted everybody to be dazzled by it. That was easy. Because your lower body don't want a lot of motion anyway, so he's crouched down. Great shot. See how he picked it up steep, 'cause there's a hill there, so you gotta go up. You can't go this way, you gotta hit the hill. Steep and boom, please. Would have done that with my eyes closed. Would have done that with the eyes closed, folks. Love the sand. Again, practice out of the sand as much as you can, guys, girls, kids, because you will be a better player. It's just such a great way to practice. It teaches you to bottom out in the same spot every time. Obviously, if you hit it too far back here, it's not going anywhere. You spell it. teaches you to hit just behind it. Your flat spot is gonna be the same every even long irons. If you can find a range where you can hit long irons, like 5 irons, 6 irons, really good for your golf swing. Really good for your golf swing. Used to hit practice downhill, hills, just practice all those shots on the driving range. Go out in the course. When the course isn't busy, take a card out there and go on different lies. Hit full shots up the different lies. I loved it. It just made you instead of thinking about it, "Okay, ball's below my feet." No, just react to it, and you will be a better player. I think reaction is more important than thinking about it. "Okay, ball's below my feet, I'm gonna go, bend your knees." Just figure it out by doing it. And it's fun. I loved it, trying to hit it over trees to get it back in play or around trees, like, go in the woods on purpose, practice all different shots. It's so much fun. So much fun. Men's room time, folks. I'm gonna do my thing here real quick. I'll be right back if I can do it right, right? Where's my
Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today. Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today.
welcome back. Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's my putting mirror on a hardwood floor. Pretty cool, though.
Long distance in the hallway using the iPad. Boom! Right in the center. Get yours today.
Yeah, I just have a setup over there. Boom, bang, and go. Boom, bang, and go. Just automatic. And now when I'm on the golf course, I just do the same routine. Line it up, look back, stare at that hole, see it go in the hole, and just react. I can't use the mirror on the course, obviously, but my I do not move at all. It's a matter of reading it right and hit it with the right speed. Confidence through the roof. It's so easy to use. It's so easy to use, and I love it. My grip trainer's coming out too with because I give people a golf, they don't line up their hands properly, so this thing is it's better than that rubber thing. That rubber thing is okay, but that is on every it's on one club or a tree club. My putting thing is gonna be simpler. You can use it on any club, and it lines up your knees, your hands, so your hands are facing each other. You wanna hit a weird flop shot or something, yeah, you use your hands, I get it. But basic people, you give them a lesson, and they forget about the grip because it's not easy. I'll write it down, I'll take a picture of it, but then they go to the range the next couple of days, and they're holding it wrong, and they're hitting it sideways, they're not getting any better. So, these inventions I make are to help me too, help my students get better. We want them to get better, and if they don't have the right tools, they're not gonna get better. you know? And that's what we want. We want people to improve. That's my business card is you telling your friend that, "Oh, this guy knows his shit. He made me turned me into a golfer, not a robot, just whacking a golf ball or an awkward, you know, uncoordinated." Ugh. There was a guy, he's a local guy, friend of mine. We won't use his name. Great athlete, catcher, minor leagues. Bang, bang, throw it to second baseman. Right, every time. Get on the driving range. He's a big dude, and I wasn't a big dude, and I'd squeeze by him 30, 50 yards every time, right? Get fired his muscles. He's like the Hulk. He's getting all crazy. I gotta beat this. I tried to help him. I'm bigger and strong. I should be able to hit it 400 yards. You know, it's like, I haven't seen him in a few years. Nice guy, still love him, great dude, but they don't listen. I don't know, maybe 'cause I don't know why they don't listen to me. It's like if I was gonna go skiing, I would find a ski pro or my older brother is a great skier, and I'd ask him, where are you leaning? What's your pressure? You know, what are you doing to be so good?" I've never I would ask someone way better than me, "What are you doing? What are you" I don't know if there's ski pros out there, like golf pros, it's big of a business teaching ski. I don't know that, but let's say even darts. Pool, good example, back in the day in West Palm, I was going out with this girl, pre-marriage, and pool. It was a biker bar, it was wild. Not just like this in a biker bar, but she worked there. Got to know the owner of this biker bar right near the airport, if you know what I mean, and, and played pool. And I see the guy was a good pool player, so he tried to teach me how to play. No, I'm good. He goes, "No, you just wanna you don't want this to move, you just want that to move." Again, it's been years. Not that I was, Minnesota Fats or Minnesota Skinny, whatever his name was, but I could at least hit the ball better than I could, the pool cue better than I could, you know what I mean? So you find people are better than you. I I'm a great athlete, I played high school football. I can figure it out. I was Al Bundy, the old Al Bundy thing, right? I was a high school star. Oh, well. Hey, what's up, my friend? It is a fine Saturday. It's fucking freezing. 48 here on the North Shore. 48 on the North Shore. Where are you? You're out west. What is your you gotta be closer to probably worse than that, right? Maybe the water makes a difference. I don't know, but where you're inland, they're probably warmer. I don't but yeah, good to see you. How did you do the other night? I asked you in one of those chats, but you didn't see it. You played Tuesday night, I think, right? And you gotta send me your swing as well. Don't forget. I don't know if you've done that yet, right? The document thing hasn't started yet? Yeah. My friend, the expert, was in here earlier. Good to see him again. I haven't seen him in a while. He said, "Glad I'm alive." Yeah, I used to go he has a show on Friday nights. I used to pop in and go wild on that show. Maybe I'll do it again next Friday or so. He loves having me on. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Oh, 52, it's hot. Wow, I'm freezing. Where's the had a fire going last night. Tuesday was a little worse than practice. Alright. Yeah, expert's a good man. And, he kinda helped me with this 4 or 5 years ago before I got demonetized. Gave me some tips and stuff like that. I watched the Arcata trial things, I'm like, "You can make money on YouTube?" No clue, right? So then, I don't know how I found his channel, but he'd be on and he'd be talking, and I just went in his chat and said, "Hi, I'm on help me." And then we got talking and he helped me out with it. Good dude. Good dude. Yeah, you gotta practice better. So you gotta practice like you're playing. That's what I was telling this other fella here a little bit ago. You can't you gotta have a target on the range. We gotta meet in person at some point, and just go to the range somewhere in the middle of where we live and find a range in the middle and, I don't know, Framingham, is that near the middle? I don't know. Dedham. Dedham, we can go to Dedham. I'm in Beverly, so this can't be that crazy, but, and actually help you out in person would probably be the best thing to do. You gotta practice like you play, you gotta have a target, think balance, think, you know, don't worry about the first tee. I know it's harder for women too, 'cause I hear that a lot. They get pressure on us. Oh, I can't go there, unfortunately, I know. They go every year. Baker guy goes and yeah, unfortunately, that time of year, I can't go this year, but I'd like to do it sometime. Nashville, is that near? I'm gonna do the Nashville. That'd be fun, but yeah, practicing like you play. So when I'm practicing, I'll loosen up with some sandbags, get loose, go to the drills, and I always go to the when I go to same range, depending on where the wind is, I can take it a little more serious than most. But if the wind's off my back, I don't go to that range. If it's off the front, you know, facing towards me, I go to that range because you wanna hit from the hitting the range off your back is not a good thing, especially if it's a barely go, who cares? But if it's a hard wind off your back, don't go to that range. You're gonna end up going over it, try to keep it from going to the right. Whole long story about Ben Hogan, all these guys used to do that. Gratefully, the guys I learned from, Lee Trevino, the Shark, and, Mr. Nicholas, um, they taught me that 40 years, you know? So, but always have the same target. So I always there's like a in the background, there's like a, um, cell phone tower that's blinking. I'm always aiming at that, not aiming at the ground. Like, so you're not looking at the ground. When you're hitting the post, look at the ground 'cause you're gonna go up. So flight it on base what club you're hitting. So I'll look at a cloud for, you know, up here, 7 iron, 3 iron. When you're chipping, you look down because you're chipping down, but don't look down at the fairway when you're hitting a tee shot. Line up with it because that's where you want it to end up, but you're trying to hit it up. Does that make sense? You don't look down, you know? You look at the flag, and then you find something above it, and you line up with it. You're not trying to hit it down low. You're gonna get a you could go up. So pick something in the air. Yeah, we gotta find a range to go to. I don't know, I wouldn't doubt it. He was nuts, that man. So back in, like, '91 or '92, he lived at Jupiter Island, and that's where I was, where Tiger just crashed, Jupiter Island. Beach house. Jupiter Island's like Palm Beach, there's an inlet waterway and the ocean. So we had a house here, it goes all the way across, we cross the street where Tiger crashed, and then there's a small beach houses right there, barely any beach, but it's a beach house. So his beach house was getting eroded by the erosion? The sea, I don't know. So they were trying to dig out there and stop it, but he wanted bags of sand. So he bought sand from the club, the Jupiter Island Club, and then we'd fill up the, bags of sand with shark, and they'd go there, and he'd help me with my golf swing and how to teach people. It was pretty cool. I wouldn't imagine he did that. He's crazy. He's an adventurer for sure, but that was so long ago, '90s. Him and Lee Trevino, and then I knew Jack Nicklaus from Asia when I was in Asia playing. I caddied for him in some, openings and stuff like that, and that's where I got Jack the ball from, my Jack ball. That was my pay. He didn't pay me literally didn't pay me a nickel to caddy for him, 0. So I pulled that out of his bag. Max Fly DDH, whatever. But Lee Trevino and Chuck, and there was other guys, Owen Brown and, Don Bees, and I can't think of all their names. I can't see their faces, but the older guys really helped me out a lot. George Burns, not the comedian, but the golfer, he's awesome. Lance Tenbrock, Last Call Lance, the caddy for Jesper Parnevik, he was a tour player too. So much fun, learned a ton from these guys when I was a kid. Chipping degrees, uphill, good, smart, uphill, right, uphill. You gotta get it going up the hill. Lob wedge is gonna stop unless you practice a lot. That's definitely and that's what I'll do. When we're on the range with people putting or chipping, I'll ask them, "Do you practice?" If they say no, then develop a way for them to use that 5 iron, 6 iron, 7 iron chipping so the ball rolls up the hill. Now downhill, you don't wanna hit that. You wanna use the wedge, just get it on the green and let it go. It's the same technique, you know? No divots, you're just using the bounce, and as you know, the bounce is the bottom of the club, no divots, ask Tiger. Now this one has a lot of bounce, so this must be so wanna scrape it off the ground, no divots, you don't use the leading edge, just but that's good, yeah, short game is so important, and people don't practice it enough. You can practice in your backyard, get a little or turn your umbrella upside down, jam it into the ground, practice chipping into the umbrella that's open, that'll collect your balls, and you don't have to go buy a little net. If you're gonna buy a little net, go buy a little net, but so many ways to get better, so many ways to get better. So many options, that's what's so good about this, and that's why I start thinking about one thing, and then other things get brought up, and "Oh, shit, I forgot about that I know that, about the wind off your back." If there's hard wind off the back, don't practice because your ball's gonna go way to the right. You're not thinking about the wind, most people, and then you're gonna start coming across it. Instead of hitting it from the inside, you're gonna come over. That's why I want that wind pushing it left, so I come more from the inside. You don't want too much from the inside, I get it, but most people are over the top. 'Cause they're trying to get that club on a straight line. Oh, I did find this. This is from the first tournament I won, Diane, way back in the day. Made 2 double bogeys and still shot 69. I found this. So, the house I grew up in, we're modeling it, selling it. My parents are in Gulf heaven, so but we were going through the stuff at the house, and I found that. Yeah, my first event. So this is what we used to use instead of the blue golf what's it called? Blue golf? Golf Genius, whatever it's called, now it's all on computer. So back in the day, you would put this one, I would say the tournament on one of these on this wood board, and you'd put the leaders, the names like this, judge you'd go there, boom, boom, boom. That's what boom, boom. So I found that. It was pretty cool. I find all these little things. My US Open badge when I made the open, found that. Found a million of them. I don't know where I have so much stuff. Yeah, golf is my life. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's good to have that. I didn't even know I had it. That's why you forget things, like, I didn't miss it 'cause I know I had it, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't just think of this thing all day, but it's like, "Oh, that's great." And all my badges. Oh, just look at all these things. Callaway thing, US Open, VIP of something, Bethpage, NASCAR championships, US PGA champion, so many of these things. Pretty cool. So I'm trying to create a man cave. Once all the kids are gone, then the man cave starts popping out. I got one out so far. The other 2 are still in college, but, I'm finding all this good stuff, like caddy bib from the PGA I have over there. That's why I don't wanna use this green screen thing anymore. I wanna make this my studio with all my sports memorabilia. I got a million hockey, base 10 mostly hockey, some baseball stuff, hockey sticks, great board stick right there. Wanna make a cool little man cave thing, you know what I mean? No, it's a man cave thing. I got this one. This thing's worth a lot of money. So people collect Scotty Cameron putter covers, and these are rare ones. They make these in blue, I think red and white. Oh, this is nice. Ba, 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 ba. It's more of man caves, that USGA thing there. I should bring them all over here at some point and just show people I'm legit. I'm legit, man. I'm legit. Yeah, my Ray Bork hockey stick. So I used to play a lot with the Bruins and Red Sox, back Cam Neely, Don Sweeney, Reggie Lemelin is a friend, Bobby Orr. My first experience with Bobby Earl was 1989, Jupiter Hills. He's down there playing golf. He all the back then we val I didn't, but they valet parked your car for you. Everybody had the same car. It was a Buick, I don't know what it was. But they took the wrong car, they took his car. So this is a fancy club in Jupiter. Big Perry Como's a member there, these, big time a lot of athletes. So Bobby Orr needs his car, he's playing somewhere, he's leaving tomorrow morning, whatever. So I said, "Bobby, take my car. Mr. Orr, take my car. I'll go get your car, I'll bring it to you. You're gonna be at this restaurant in Jupiter called Zano's." At the time, it was called Zane. Perry Como was there. Who's the guy, the famous, Burt Reynolds was there. George Webster, New York Giants guy, was all famous people there, and Bobby Orr. So I go get his car, and I bring it to him, and he switch keys. I'm like, "I'm never gonna" I was a kid, I was like 19. I go, "I'm never gonna watch that car again. Your butt's in my chair, in my seat or something." But, Bobby Orr was a legend. I loved him. That's my Bobby Orr story. And the Perry Como thing, my mother was alive at the time. I got her the autograph. I don't know where I bet you I gotta find that. My brother must have it. I want that. The Perry Como autograph. Yeah, I definitely want that. Perry Como was a singer in the '40s and '50s, I guess, when she was being courted by my father. I'm gonna find that. But there's so much stuff just from being in golf business. Tons of stuff. Super Bowls, All-Star games. I remember the All-Star game in 1999. Home Run Derby was amazing. A lot of fun. All because I can play golf, you know? Pretty pretty cool. Yes, I am a hoarder, she's right. I gotta get my Apple Watch fixed. Apple Watch, where's my oh, I got 2 texts. I got a from Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles. Official statement of finality by the Registry of Motor Vehicles of Massachusetts. It has been determined via our database that the traffic violation identity remains. I think this is regulated by that. I don't have a traffic violation. Okay. What are all these video? Oh, yeah, you get spam texts? Somehow I just found spam texts. So I'm probably not texting people back because they sent it to spam? I didn't even know that was a thing. A lot yeah, invitation. No idea that was a thing. Wow. Baba Booey. What a day, folks. Let's get some more folks going. But yeah, see, I don't know who was here yesterday. They're missing the great pointers I'm giving from yesterday and this morning to now. I don't, you know, back to live streaming here. So I need the views back. I demonetized some YouTube people. I need Facebook. I'm good with the views and all that. But, YouTube people, like it for me if you're watching it. Share, say hi or something. Say you suck. I don't care. Say anything on there. I got to get the views back. This is my job. I do make money at this. I am a professional golf coach. and they demonetized me for putting up a video on PGA Tour that I didn't make my own. I don't even know why they demonetized me. I gotta get the 4,000 hours back. I got 10,000 plus subscribers. I need the hours back. Need them back. I'm up to 2,000-ish. I need like 2,000 more hours pronto so I can make some money, feed my family. Gotta get it back, folks. Gotta get it back, folks. Yeah, I have so much memorabilia, baseballs, golf balls signed by the guys. That's a hole in one. Where's that one? My son's first birdie when he was 5. His first birdie. That's funny. First birdie. We save all this stuff. Hole in one, his first hole in one. I can't read. Doesn't s oh, the it's all smudged up. That's his first hole in one ball. He's probably, I don't know. Kid could play. I wish he played more. Brian Harmon ball. Just wears number 6 on it. I'm not even showing you these the right way, am I? This is mine, one of my course records. Spring Valley Country Club course record 7/13, year 2000. You can't really read it. That's when I used Nike balls. I was a Nike guy for 1 year, 1 season Nike guy. And this Jack Nicklaus ball. This is the Japan balls that Titleist used. They're a little smaller. This is a VG3 instead of the Pro V1. They use the VG3 over there. It's different. I don't know why it's different. I used to know, and I forgot. Like a baseball signed Roger Clemens balls, Reggie Lemelin, Reed Bork hockey sticks, Peter Stastny jacket, all types of cool stuff from being a golf pro. A lot of fun. Lot of fun. But I do need to get my business back online. Obviously, I have the online coaching if you need me. Lessons are, pretty reasonable, you would imagine. Bet. And then, just watching, just viewing is helping me. I used to do this every day, like, a few years ago, every day and be really into it and do a ton of videos and all that. So I gotta get that going again. I don't know if I'm too far away from this or not, maybe folks, but you gotta be online a lot because you gotta it's like fishing, you're trying to catch golfers. Like I said earlier, YouTube has 300,000,000 people. 300,000,000 people. Out of all those people, the golfers, 2,000,000? I don't even know. Now I gotta find these individual golfers who are on Phil's site and on Bryson's site. So you gotta it's like fishing, you gotta grab 1 here, grab 1 there, grab 3 here, grab 4 here. So you gotta be online as much as you can so people can find you and get to see you. If they see me on a video, they really don't know your personality and what you're like, who you are. So that's why you gotta do this and take a pounding, you know, 25 people watch. That's not a lot, and I get it, but that's how you gotta grow. You gotta keep on there, and YouTube plays a trick. They they're not just gonna have send me 50,000 people watching. So out of the 10,000 subscribers I've had, like I said, I haven't been doing it for 2 years. They probably don't even know I'm doing it anymore, you know? So you gotta wake them back up, you know? It's a game. They're just gonna say, "Oh, he's back. Let's give him all these watchers." They suppress you, they shadow ban you, they keep you down. Mhm. And shadow ban as my thumbnail, and that's a drill. So with the shadow, you get your light behind you. You can helps you keep your head still, so you can put the light behind you, and you can see the shadow, so you're not moving. If you're moving all put your head on a rock or a leaf or a glove or something, and you move over to the right with your shadow, if the shadow moves, you're moving too much, you're swinging too much. That's what the thumbnail was for, but in terms of shadow banned by YouTube, yeah, they definitely gonna push out Phil Mickelson over me. Of course they you know? That's why I need to keep doing this as much as I can and people 1 at a time, 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 10 here, 5 there, so you gotta pay your dues again. They hurt me bad by taking away all my hours watched. I had 60,000 hours watched, not 4,000, 60,000. Back to 0. Now I'm up to 8 I need 2,200 more views, hours. I'll get 'em. I'll get them. Thanks to the good people at oh, I'm gonna do, Xbox golf too. I'm gonna start playing Tiger Woods golf on here. That's chicken sauce on there. Start playing Tiger Woods golf, maybe start a league and have people wanna play and watch it and see if I can, do it. I've never played it. I think I played it 15 years ago when my oldest son was, like, 8. We'll give it a shot. Do anything to help people, entertain you all with my craziness, the wildness. And again, what time is it now? It's only 11 o'clock in the morning in the East, so people in California see this? Is it that they waking up? I don't know. Just gotta keep doing it, guys, and hopefully they'll give me my remonetize me again, and I can start making some dough. It's nice to, you know, like on a cold day today, a couple lessons later on the range. I get online ones as well, but online ones, I just do them from right here. It's so cool. You know, I make less money, but I don't have to get out of the car, I don't have to go to the range, it's not cold out, you know, and you call the person and you give them some advice over the phone or text or email. It's so cool. It's the future. Teaching people in Texas and in California, it's just amazing. Coaching, it's more like coaching, not teaching, coaching. I think I wrote coaching on my thing, yeah, online coaching. That's a horrible putting stroke. Wow, that was bad. That's fine, it's all in the brain. Your brain is messed up, that's what the yips are. That's what my putting error cures too. Where'd it go? The yips. It cures the yips. Had a friend of mine oh, what was that? Dropped the club. Oh, a snipe hook in the water. Wow, this guy's folding like a launch yeah, launch, yeah. So, yep, get to know me, you'll people more people will start clicking in and more lessons and all that stuff. And I get what else do I have sound too, right? That Boo work? Boo Boo Weekly. All different types of things going on, my friends. Oh, but this tournament is boring, huh? Real boring. Let me bring up oops, shit, not that one. Let me find something over here. Alright, we're gonna go to this. Alright, we're gonna go to this. So that's the mirror.
Just go. You literally just react to
Boom,
the
train
target.
up,
You will not miss. These other
line it
guys
up
on
and
tour that are
go.
missing, they need
This is
these.
in the fall,
All right.
obviously.
So I'm just really starting to get back into this.
Boom,
Boom. Look at that.
go.
I will not miss.
Automatic.
You know, I love
Close to the
making short
ball,
putts, right? And that's what we all need to
target,
work on.
back and
My face
go.
is lined up square. I just got to work on my pace. Boom.
Boom.
The iPut mirror by Gillis
Simple.
Golf, Tom Gillis Golf Instructions.
I'll
Always check it
cry.
out. Heads in the mirror and you just
I
go.
breathe.
You literally just react to the
Boom,
target. You
go.
will not miss. These other guys on tour that are missing, they need
Boom.
these.
I don't wanna cry. Alright, we're gonna go to this. So that's the mirror.
Just go. You literally just react to
Boom,
the
train
target.
up,
You will not miss. These other
line it
guys
up
on
and
tour that are
go.
missing, they need
This is
these.
in the Who fall,
All right.
obviously.
So I'm
Get
just
it
really
out.
starting to get back into this.
Yeah. Is that still me talking? Sorry about that. Yeah, this cracks me up. I love it. Him climbing in that water was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Fun stuff, though, fun stuff. Not good there, people. That ain't the glove being ripped. That's your club moving all over the place because you don't have the club in your right hand. Go check your gloves right now. If it looks like that, hit me up. Not good. Not good. Not good. Oh, that's me winning a huge check, 456. New England Golf Tour. Wow, that's that long ago. Look at my check, a big check. That's funny. That's funny. Funny stuff. Not anymore, I hope. You got that down on those fingers, kid. Yeah, 456 back then. Inflation, that's probably up to 500. And probably, yeah, see, back in the mini tours, you don't make a lot of money, you know? So that tour right there, I've got all the I think I won like 7 times, right? And then they have their tour. It's like the FedEx Cup. It's called the Polar Cup. So Polar Beverages. I won it's the trophies over there, the Polar Cup and the regular events. So the Polar Cup championship, I already won it because I won all the tournaments, but I actually won that tournament too. And the guy that's running it gave me half the money. He goes, "Don't you think you've won enough?" Imagine that. So that's what the mini tour guys are. They're scammers, some of them. And he goes, "Don't you think," it was like 1,500 and he gave me like 800. "Don't you think you won enough?" No. No. He didn't expect me to win that tournament. I don't know, but I did. Marlboro Country Club. And I want all my money. "Don't you think you won enough?" he says. Scammers. And you have to wait. That's not a real check, obviously. I'd have to wait a month to get the money. It was wild. Yeah, Polar Cup. I was the Polar Cup champion. I got to get my stuff I'm working on getting organized. But the trophy is over there, the Polar Cup, like the FedEx Cup. Oh, big money, folks. Big money. What's this one? This is a different one. This is part of the Polar Cup series. I don't know what I made on that one, but that's me on the left. That's the chairman. He wasn't the guy that was wanted to pay me half. Not him. It was a different guy. This is a tournament chairman or something. Excuse me. Bang, bang. Big money back then. Big money, folks. We got your big money, folks. We got your big money. Yep. Those were the days. Now I'm an online golf instructor, which I think is pretty cool. It is cool because you don't have to be in person to fix golf swings and coach people. You just don't. Sometimes it helps, of course. But it's not that complicated what we're trying to do and how to prescribe drills for people to do or get in their head and get them to think and just make a better golf swing, you know? It's really not that complicated. The Cobra's got a 50% bonus trade-in. Golfer's Warehouse. Golfer's Whorehouse, we called it. What time to be alive? Yep. YouTube. Sit in the little office / my oldest son's bedroom. He moved out, so it's my office now. My man cave, man whore cave. I'm a man whore cave. Man whore cave. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I went through my tickets yesterday of all my speeding tickets. No. Boston Bruins inaugural season when the new garden was opened. Miami Dolphins versus the LA Raiders, Joe Robbie Stadium. $26. That's funny. These Bruins Red Sox tickets here, right? Again, I got these for I don't think I had to pay for any of these, but whatever. Oh, that's the bleachers, $7. Where's the ones with the box seats? They were $9 or something. Peanuts. Box seat, $9 right here. 1986, the year of the meltdown. $9. $9. $9. This is New York Islanders versus the Winnipeg Jets. $26. I mean, cheap stuff. My parking pass for the Orange Bowl. Notre Dame versus Colorado. Baboom. Honda Classic. Baboom. All types are cool. I got so many stuff in here because I love collecting these. I've always collected baseball when I was a kid. I just collected everything. I just loved it. Hats. I always wore a hat. Always collected hats. 1993 Sugar Bowl. $40. Loge. $40. Imagine what they cost now. Oh, this is a concert. Great Woods. Spin Doctors Soul Asylum. I don't even know who I must have had a girl that wanted to go. Budweiser sponsored. $19. That's crazy. Now it's ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Miami versus Boston College. Orange Bowl. Doesn't have a price on it, though. Hurricanes, Eagles. Look at the Hurricanes helmet. It's smashing into the Eagles helmet. No price. Don't know that one. I went to a lot of Raiders games, it seems. $32. That must be Patriots Raiders. It just has, unless I was in LA, maybe. I don't know. Don't know that one. Oh, AFC Patriots playoff game 1. Patriots. Gillette Stadium. $94. I think that was against the Chiefs, but I don't remember that one. Honda Classic. Deutsche Banks. Deutsche Banks. I like the old ones. I went to a ton of games. Stanley Cup playoffs. No prices on it, though. 1998. April 9th, 1998, 7:30 at the Fleet Center. Bruins versus Islanders. No price. Come on, the prices were cool. B-52s Pretenders. Great Woods. $21. 1998. B-52s. Love Shack, baby. A's Red Sox. $20. Box, yeah, right down in front. $20. These tickets weren't used. These weren't even used. Must have hated the people I was with. $16. Toronto Blue Jays, Fenway Park. I don't know where those seats were, but they must have been real shitty if they were $16. Cleveland Indians, Fenway Park, $16. Toronto Blue Jays. Those are a lot of Blue Jays games. $16. Mets, Cardinals. Field, game 69. Shea Stadium, $11. Field box seat, $11. Celtics, Hawks, $230. No prices. But now, so we went to the Ryder Cup, right? And they don't have real tickets. You use them on your phone, but you could buy a ticket like this for like $25. Imagine that. You could buy the ticket. I almost did because I collect them. Maybe I still can. I have the thing. But as you see, I like to collect things. So I want to put these in a table and put that white stuff over it. So it's like what's that stuff called? Polyurethane or something. So I put it over this table on my desk and you can see all the different tickets like part of the table. I think that would be pretty cool. So this ticket here, Terry O'Reilly. So when the Boston Garden was being rechanged to the newer one, they got rid of it. They'd have like a legend on the tickets. So I have one that's on the fridge out there. I don't know why, but the uke line, it was Johnny Busick, Bronco Horvath, and some other guy. So I'm at the game, right? And no, only one of the guys. Two of the guys. Yeah, two of the guys was sitting behind me. They were on the ticket because I got the tickets with the players sit because I knew Reggie Lamb. I knew some of the guys. So they gave me the tickets and I'd sit with the players sit and the wives. But two of the guys on the ticket, Bronco Horvath and Johnny Busick, were sitting behind me. So me and my buddy was playing. Well, I don't know who fucking Bronco Horvath was. And he goes, "Oh, that's me." I knew Johnny Busick was. "Hey, Johnny, what's up?" Yeah, so they signed the tickets for me. For some reason, it's out on the fridge out there. But yeah, they were sitting behind me. What is that? Patriots, $32. Cleveland Browns, ugh. Mistake on the Lake. Walt Disney's World on Ice, West Palm Beach Auditorium. Red Sox A's, $23. What year is that? 96. Red Sox Twins, Red Sox Athletics, Red Sox Rangers. What tickets? Tickets not even used. I had 4 tickets to the Blue Jays, didn't use them. Who wants to go? $18. May 4th, 1996. Back to the Garden. Balcony, $43. Ooh, that's expensive. Bruins Oilers. So enough of that. You're probably getting bored with me doing it. Tina Turner. I saw Tina Turner. Apparently. Don't remember a second of it. White Sox. So yeah, a lot of Red Sox games, I guess, huh? I guess I'm a fan of the Storks. Mary Chapin Carpenter. The fuck? I still got 1,000 in here. Still 1,000,000 in there. What's that? But imagine $9 for a Red Sox game. $20. Red Sox Fenway Park. Box seat 45. Row D, seat 3. $20. Enough of that. So we know more than golf, people. Maybe that'll help my channel grow too if I do more than golf. Like I'm into other sports, the NFL draft, baseball, hockey. I'm not a big basketball guy, but baseball, hockey. I'll watch wrestling, and maybe I can add that to my my thing. You know what I mean? Golf is whorehouse, not horde house. Funghua bus. That's funny. You know what I mean? Maybe I should Tom Gillis golf and sports. But Tom Gillis Golf Instruction is my logo. I got to think of a way to make my show bigger, get more people in. If I talk about other sports too, and more Tom Gillis Golf Instruction and more sports. Any advice out there? Anybody know what I could do? Help me, people. Help me grow. Because if I do more sports, I'll get more eyes on it. That's what stinks about just being in this golf niche. There's not a lot of golfers. You know what I mean? I could do the true crime shit, but everyone's doing it. I don't want to do true crime. I want to do sports. What I know golf, obviously. Tom Gillis Golf Instruction and more? Does that make sense? Then I could talk the draft. I could talk baseball. I know baseball. I know hockey. But does that take away from the golf people? Create another channel. No, I don't want to do that. I want to get this one going because I get the 10,000 folks. You know what I mean? Tom Gillis Sports. I don't know. As you can see, I love baseball and sports with all those tickets. I was watching wrestling last night. My kids love wrestling. They got me into it a little bit. It's kind of weird, but it's still something kind of fun, I guess, Drama. Yeah. What can we... Well, the live thing is drama. I had a bunch of views on that. For me, 1,800, 2,000 views was pretty good for me, But I got to draw people here because look at that true crime thing, right? The people on there, it's just they're all making shows and they're all getting views. It's crazy. And I'm sitting here with the actual, and they're just showing other trials. And that one twisted charities just banging on one guy the whole time. I listened to it yesterday driving. the whole time. That guy sucks. He sucks. He sucks. He sucks. That's all she's doing. And she's making money, not getting rich. But these other ones are getting money and donations. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I don't want to do that. But the golf niche is so small. Maybe I could do other sports. I do know a lot about other sports. NASCAR. I went to NASCAR. I know Jeff Gordon. I know the retired changeover with Denny Hamlin. I know this guy. I know that guy. You know, so maybe I could add to golf. I don't know. Do you think that's smart or no? What do you think I should do, Diane? You're smart. I'll just keep grinding on this and just keep growing it and doing more and doing better videos. I know I got to do better and all that for sure. But the drama thing, there's no drama. I guess I could do the live PGA and maybe start a rumors and make up shit. But it is hard to get out there when you're just you know. And I'm going to have people on, though. I do have the podcast. I'm going to have guests on in the golf world. Athletes, too, you know. And I know someone like Ricada, get him off. I know him a little bit. He'll do it. He's a golfer. Get his crowd. Or Melanie Little's a golfer. I know she has a hole-in-one. That's what we talk about when we chat back and forth. Get her on here, you know, just to get more eyes on it. Because there are people that golf in all their chats. You know, I don't want to, you know, I know that. Yes, good idea. I do have guests. I have a whole sheet load of them coming on for sure. That I do. But I was hoping to get to the, you know, remonetized before then. But maybe I need them to get remonetized or half of them. But Melanie Little will do it. She's great. Ricada's. I don't think Aiden golfs. He golfs a little bit, but, you know, just get them on, talk about their golf. And that's what I'm doing with some hockey players. And yeah, you're a great hockey player. You're a legend and this and that. What got you into golf? Blah, blah, blah. You know, kind of do both, not just have a guy on for no reason. They have to be a golfer at some point. But it's so frustrating now when you see. Yeah, I'd have to get a cameraman. That would work. Yep, great idea. Oh, definitely range live, you know, do the range live, maybe have a lesson live and talk to people about that. There's definitely different ways of doing it. But still, it's like you have to beat out Mickelson and DeChambeau and all these people. So it's like like I was saying, it's like fishing. You gotta stay online and grab one here, grab one there, grab 3 here, grab 5 there. And if people like it and comment, then hopefully YouTube sees that they like you and they'll pop it out. Oh, there you go. Range live. Yes, I think that would be good. Or if I could get rid of that damn bed. My wife doesn't want to get rid of the bed because he might come back. He ain't coming back. He lives in Los Angeles. He works for the Lakers. He's doing great. He's not coming back. He's young, but he's not coming back. But it is. It is frustrating when you see just anyone opens a channel up and just talks about the same shit that everyone else is talking about. And they still watch it. 1,000 views. It's like, holy mackerel. And I'm supporting them and I go to their chats and I try to help them. I'm all for them doing it. It's nothing against them. It's just, you know, they have an easier route. Even that crazy twisted thing. I can't, that is just insane what she does. I mean, literally just shits on this one guy for 4 hours. It's oh, whatever. Funny. You like the car stuff? So I should do that again. Yeah, that's true. You're right. I forgot about the car stuff. Yeah, I used to get a lot when I was doing the car thing. You're right. Let me make some notes. See, I'm old. I forget everything. Yeah, the guest thing. So I have these people coming on for the, you know who Gary Williams is? He's on the Golf Channel, or he was. He's a good dude, and a couple other. I have like 30 people, caddies, tour pros. But I'm trying to learn as much about them as I can because I'm watching other people do video interviews. So I want to do a good job. You know, I don't want to go. Remember when you were in the Beatles? That was awesome. You know, I don't want to be that guy. Like the Dathan Broyles thing. I don't want to be that guy. That was horrible. Or that one girl, 7 to the 12th power girl. That was horrible. So I'm trying to watch other people that are good at it, learn from them, but I'm also trying to learn about the people I'm interviewing or talking with, you know, because it's not going to be in person. It's going to be Zoomed or whatever this is called. So I'm working on that, trying to get to know each person and all that. So I do a good job. And I think that would I know that would definitely help me, no doubt. But again, I want to do a good job and I want to practice interviewing. I still have this stupid tape. When I worked for Channel 56, the Golf Zone show, the Sports Zone on Sunday nights, I've got all the videos on cassette. I can't find a place to get them onto DVD so I can put them on here. So I did do live. I have 2 Emmy Awards for my golf thing on New England Emmy Awards. And we did this thing with Frank Malakote and Michael Barkan, who works in Philadelphia now, and this guy, Mike Rattay, who's out of the TV guys. He's out of Providence or something. So we did a good job on those shows. And at first I was nervous, but I think I'm not afraid to talk to people. But when you know what you're talking about, it's easy. So that's why the live guest thing, I want to interview them, but I want to know more about them. And it's not easy to find. Build something here. And it keeps sticking to my arm. You know what I mean? So that's coming. The guest thing is a great idea, Diane. Thank you. And I am going to do that. I guess you call it a podcast. And maybe I can grow from there and get some bigger stars, you know? I talked to Phil Mickelson a couple of years ago, you know, and I said, do you do YouTube? This was before he did YouTube, before Live. And he goes, no, I don't really do YouTube. And you know, maybe someday I'll come on. And I still have the texts and all that. So I know he's going through some family shit right now. So I'm not going to bother him now. But, you know, if he gave me half an hour, that would be huge, you know, huge. Just to get the word out, you know. If he'd give me half an hour, that would be huge. And I'll reach out to anybody. Just give me half an hour, you know, a PGA guy. Just, you know, I'm not going to bombard you with bad questions like, why did you leave Live? Did you gamble? Did you cheat on your wife? You know, none of that shit. Just try to, you know, talk golf and whatever he wants to talk about. But I do have a ton of good names. No super duper stars per se, but back in the day they were. Some of these senior guys, they were big names. But I'm trying to be more polished when I do that. And that's why I'm trying to do these more and just talk for as long as I can to try to get in a rhythm and trying to learn all these buttons again. And you know what I mean? I want to do a good job. There will be no C words said. There will be no, you know what I mean? Crazies. But there's got to be golfers in all those chats, Aiden's chats and Melanie's chats. There's got to be golfers in there that, you know, might want to come over here, but when they're not doing that. So that's my plan. That's the plan. But it is frustrating to just find people to come over and watch and say hi. Just need to say hi. The Range Goats. Is Live Golf on today? Rico Hoey, David Lipsky. Rico Suave. Rico Suave. I put a Trump short out earlier and people are going nuts. No, I only got 577. Oh, it's funny. All fun and games, folks. Just trying to help people play better golf. Nothing wrong with that. I would imagine a lot of people are out playing. So again, that's another thing, trying to find the right time to do it. You know, once I get the podcast thing set up, I'm going to find a night to be consistent, right? Every Wednesday night at 7 or 8 because the California people, you know what I mean? And then different, you know, you got to have at least a consistent show, I think. But you got to also do it when people are around. And who knows when that is? Who knows when that is? What time does real golf start, folks? Oh, 1 o'clock. What time is it? It's 11:30. I'm gonna have to make a burger soon. Oh, college softball. We love that. See, I could do college softball. Red Sox are on. You know, there's the NFL draft. Do you think that's a bad idea, doing more sports, Diane? Are you still there, Diane? You think I should add that? Or no? Or just leave it like it is? Try it like it is and then add to it? You know, say Tom Gillis golf instruction. and more sports, plus sports, plus sports. That's not a bad one. All sports. I don't know, because I think I'd get more people, but I don't know. I know this inside and out, the golf thing. That's a given. But I want more people. And you can only talk so much golf, I guess. I don't. Is that John Daly Jr.? There's a commercial. That doesn't look like though. St. Jude Classic. No, that's not it. You know, talk NFL draft, whatever team you want. Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. If I just did that show, I'd get a zillion followers. Zillion. But that is sports, but that's drama. Like she said, Diane said drama, but there's not a lot of drama in golf. But if I did more sports, plus sports, all sports, it's difficult. Very difficult, people. Like when I do this video, I post it. If you get a notification, I don't even get one on my phone. I get one from Twitter. I don't get one from X what's it called? YouTube. I don't get one from YouTube. It's weird. But if you are out there, people, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, just like it for me. Just press the like, subscribe. That would be great. But or follow, whatever it is. But just like it for me, so I can get more people out there, more people finding me, and we can do it. Golfer's Whorehouse. Get more peeps in here, peeps. Yeah, doing live lessons on the tee will be pretty good. Have someone out there holding the. I get a tripod, obviously, but that would be pretty cool. Talking about how to just hit the ball straight. It's not that hard. Really not that hard. You know? It's really not that hard, guys. We make it harder than it is. We make it harder than it is. Another tip of the day, to create more speed, just get this snow stick, Home Depot, $3, and just go in the backyard and just swing it as fast as you can. Get into a full position, full finish, like you're posing for the camera. Hold it for 2 seconds, go back, start over, fast as you can, hold your balance. Do that as many times as you can. Swinging this stick, you will create speed. You want to go faster to create speed. You don't want to go slower. Lifting weight, swinging something slower is going to make you swing slower. You don't want to swing a weighted club. To loosen up, you can swing a weighted club, slightly weighted, but just stretch out and you'll be fine. But swing those snow sticks and you guys will hit it a lot further, I promise you. Because you're going to create speed. Swimmers practice, speed swimmers practice downstream. They have the thing that pushes them. Speed runners practice downhill, so they go faster, fast twitch. You want to be strong and powerful, you just go uphill, but that doesn't mean you're going to hit the ball further, because you want to create club head speed, and that's how you do it. Oh, you got to stretch out, no doubt. You got to be loose. You got to be loose, but swinging that snow stick, trust me, swing it as fast as you can, because the better you do it, right, you're going to hear the swoosh. If you just hear, you're not doing it right. But the more you keep doing it and get into that balanced position, you'll start hearing that swoosh behind the ball. I swing that thing a zillion times. Not that one. I have one outside. A million times as fast as I can with balance. You can't be tight. Yeah, I got you got to be. Yeah, I got you. But yes, like right now, it's just a pelvic move right there, stretching there, stretch that, run around, if you have a treadmill, run on that for 10, 15 minutes before you go. Get the calves stretched out. Not especially when it's cold out. It's up to 48 now, so it's very hot out. You know, on the hot days, it's obviously easier to stretch out. You're more loose for sure, but you got to be prepared when you get there. You're going to go spend money to play golf. What's it going to cost you? $100 a round? 75, you can buy a couple drinks, $100 gas to get there. You might as well do it your best and take 15, 20 minutes to get loose. Hit some, take some swings with that stick, or just loosen up, and you will play better. Like I said earlier, I can't imagine going to play golf right now and play my best. Not going to happen. I'll do okay, but it's not going to happen. And as a pro, when you're playing with someone, you want to dazzle them, right? I don't want to hit shitty shots, and no, I want to dazzle you. So oh wow, this guy knows it. This guy can play. So yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm ready to go. I'm not going to go out there not prepared. Not going to happen. I want to dazzle you. So the video I posted about the driver. Okay, so to hit the stinger shot. So my normal driver, you want to hit up on it. I hope I don't drop these. The normal driver on the left, I want to hit up on it. Okay, so I want to hit up, not down, up. Right. If that ball's teed too low, this is your normal driver shot. I told you I was going to drop. Too many drinks. It's hard to hit up on a driver with these big drivers. I hit on the ball, with the big drivers. So you're going to hit down, and it's just not good. The reason I had that teed up is to hit the stinger shot where you're swinging more level, more around and around this way, not that way. So that's why you have it lower. If it's into the wind, and you play it back in your stance slightly, more in the middle-ish, and you just go more around you like that. With a normal shot, I'm back here, staying back, going up. That level shot with the lower one, you're more around that way. Hit like the low screamer. Firm fairways, into the wind, boom, I love that shot. But on your normal driver shot, you got to tee it up high, and you got to hit up on it. You tilt back, so you hit up on it. The reason you're tilting back is so you're swinging up. If I'm like this, like putting, I'm right here, right? I'm not swinging up. It's pretty flat. But if I tilt that way, I'll swing up, right? It just makes sense. You're going to follow your shoulder line. But if the ball's too low, you're going to go over it or miss it. So these are little things. You got to make sure you're tilted back to be able to swing up on it. But that video I posted on YouTube is to hit that stinger shot, just to show you the difference. You got to move the ball back a little bit. On the regular one, you move it forward a little bit because you're coming around and you're getting it on the upswing. That other one I would have hit back here, more lower. But now I catch that going up. You got to get off the tee. You got to get off the tee. You got to tee it up higher. And then someone says, oh, I pop it up. You pop it up because you swing down on it. You don't swing up on it. And that hits the top. You leave a dummy mark. I don't have a driver here. You hit a dummy mark because you're hitting down on it. I see it all the time. Hit down on it, and you leave a mark on the top of the club, and the ball goes like an elephant's ass. Short and stinky. Short, high, and stinky. You know what I mean? 300 yards. 100 up, 100 out, 100 down. You don't want that. Oh, thank you. Let's get some folks to say hi. All I really need is one of the Melanie Little's chats to get sent over here when she's got 20,000 people in there. And I'll have my 4,000 hours in like 20 minutes. Get those hours. I need the hours. I was so mad when they did it. I was like crying like a baby. I mean, crying, but you know what I mean. You suck, blah, blah, and I just stopped doing it. I said, I don't want any part of this. This is so frustrating. They took a video down of me of I just had a woman. It was a joke. She was like 9 feet tall in the skimpy outfit, and I just wrote "sexiest, tallest golfer of all time." Went nuts. Took it right off. The P. I'm afraid to even say the word. The P word. You're showing explicit. And I had to take a class. And you know what? I'm like, I'm not doing that. It was just showing you a tall girl hit the golf ball. It's so freaky. It's so scary. It really is. You don't know what they're going to take you off for. And I was so mad. I'm like, just take the video down. Don't demonetize me. Take the video off. Oh, I was so mad. I'm just trying to help people play better golf. I do those shorts to get more people to come in. And that's what I was told. You do the shorts, it brings more eyes on you. You know, the longer videos are harder to sell. You know, you want people to find you. That's the problem. Nobody can find you because they're all looking at the big boys who have the big budgets and they're out there doing all that stuff, you know. Those guys aren't helping you. Good golf people aren't helping you. They just watch them play golf against each other. I guess that's fun and there's a need for it, but they're not helping you play better golf. They're just watching golf, just like I'm watching this. I want to help people, talk to them, get them going. you know? Learn from the game, learn from someone who can do it, learn from someone who did it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. Delivery incomplete. I didn't even know I had a profile. We gotta get find people. But yeah, that's what I need is a little boost with views, and I'll be golden. Because I don't wanna put all my good stuff out if no, you know what I mean? I do this for money. I'm a pro golf instructor coaching, and I'd rather do it all from here than out there. Here than there. It's cheaper here. But and the views, the people that watch the views. I wasn't getting rich doing it, and I don't need to get rich doing it, but just make money to survive it on their ad views, AdSense. Obviously, the super chats, but people ad views. That's what you want. The people watching it. You get paid by the ads. That's the plan, folks. And then the private lessons come in, and it's all a big golf conglomerate that I'm making here. Merch. I got some great shirts and hats and good, cool names on them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. But I don't know how to do all that shit. Don't know how to do it. Don't know. There's my ping 1-iron. Loved that club. Loved it. That's when I was younger and faster and stronger and better player. You know what I mean? But then I got into the hybrids, and the hybrids were definitely easier to hit. That got my name on it. Oh, yeah. That's a 1-iron. Loved it. And that's, the hybrids are easier for sure. Like the lower, for me, as like a 2-iron, 3-iron type thing, 1-iron. I can't hit a hybrid 5-iron. That's crazy. I got a 4-iron is my lowest iron now. 4-iron is the lowest iron. The real golf starts in 1:00, right? Is that this? No, it's a Zurich. Golf Central pregame, the draft. Red Sox, Orioles. The Orioles had some crazy uniforms on. Do you see that? It said "Be More." They had like green and orange for their logos. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Red Sox, they have a cool one. They have that yellow and light blue one for the marathon. Not a fan that great of them, but they have the green monster ones with a green shirt, the green hat, color of the green monster. Those are pretty cool. Some of those City Connect ones aren't that well done, in my opinion, but that's my opinion. How do I fix my slice? You got to tee it up higher. You got to tilt it address. When you tilt it address, it forces you to stay under it. See, my right shoulder's under. Well, that's over the top. That's under. So the more I'm tilted, the more I'm going to push it or hit more from the inside. That's how I hit my drives. I aim down the left side and I push it back to the center. Stay back here and push it back to the center. Keep that club face from rotating, just squared up. My arms rotated, but my body rotates it through. Push it. I do not draw drivers ever. 0 times. Not going to happen. 3 woods will be the draw club. And that's most people out there, unless they have a natural draw. But it's so much easier to fade it. Push cuts go further. Jack Nicklaus hit his fades from the inside. Dustin Johnson. Some guys, well, what's his face? Hovland pull cuts him, but that's why it gets crazy sometimes. It's a different path. You want the same swing path every time you hit a golf ball, in my opinion. And the people that I've worked with seems to help them. Yeah, I want to get that back. My memberships, I had members and all that. We got to get that back. I just need to get the hours back, folks. So I'm sorry for dragging this out as long as I can, but got to keep watching. We need more people watching. More people's watching. What time is it? 11:46. Any questions about golf? Golf this, golf that? The golfers not like YouTube? Is that the problem? That's why I said if I add other sports, I'll go from golf. Golf and get rid of instruction on the name of my thing. Tom Gillis Golf and Sports. And more sports. Because I know a lot shitload about other sports as well. Opinionated too. Maybe I should try that if I can change my name. Tom Gillis Golf and more sports. Golf and sports. Golf and more sports. We'll figure out. We'll get people in here. We'll get the word out, folks. I'm not going to give up. We're not going to quit. I'm going to play live golf, though, for sure. Tiger Woods golf or PGA Tour 2026, whatever it is. We're going to do that. I keep forgetting the camera's over there. Oh, that's why I should move that over there. There we go. But sometimes the thing turns itself off, right? And then it goes over there. Then I look over there because the TV's there. So I should be looking up there. Brush my teeth. You know what I'm in, folks? Let's do this. Oh boy, what did I do? No, I want this over there. What is happening? Scotty Scheffler, I don't want that. There's so much going on right now here. Senior Tour, Zach Johnson is leading. They're playing the Stableford, which you get points for birdies and bogeys and all that stuff. We're rooting for Paul Stankowski. His brother died on April 8th, so we want him to do well. You know what I mean? I think you do. I have so many windows open. This is insane. There we go. How do you marry these together? Can you marry those together? I don't know. I don't know what I just did. Who knows, folks? We need YouTubers. We got Twitters. We need more YouTubers in there, guys. Charging that. We need good ideas. Good ideas. I should probably go eat lunch and then come back a little later, you know. Did I make it to 3 hours yet? No, 2.5 hours. Not bad, not bad. Where did all those other people go? What happened? Important. All those comments are gone? Oh, there they are. All right. All right. There we go. Good, good, good. That's a good news, people. That's a good news. Regular golf comes on shortly. You learned how to swing faster today. You learned how to take it from the range to the course today. What the hell is this? Oh, sorry. We'll put the Red Sox on for a minute. You learned how to hold a club properly so your hand hinges without having to think about it. You learned that I went to a lot of Red Sox games in the past. You learned a lot today. You learned a lot. So if I do finish up now, I'll go make a sandwich. And then I'll be back at some point, you know. We'll do some more this afternoon. The golf gets going on, but Guy's got to eat, man. The guy's got to eat. Any questions before I run? Again, I'll be back probably at 3 or 4 o'clock-ish. Any questions? Again, you learned how to hit it further. You learned how to hold it. You learned I went to a lot of Red Sox games. You learned the driver, tee it up high, tee it lower, move it back in your stance for a little flatter swing. Just little adjustments in your setup are going to make you hit it better. You know what I mean? Just little things. Little things, my friends. StreamYard, what happened? StreamYard. All right, guys, I'm going to go eat something. And thanks for watching. Like it, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you this afternoon at some point. I appreciate it. Keep it in the fairway.